Hey, welcome back to another episode of Fiction Fellowship. Today we're talking about a book called The Manhattan Confessions, and it is book 3 in the series. If you go back to some of my really early videos that I did when I first started out, I did a review of the other 2 books that were in the series, and I really enjoyed them. They are by Jocelyn Green, and they are a Christian historical fiction book with some mystery in there, which is really good. I really enjoyed that part. And so it starts off in New York of 1926, and Ivy is a librarian at the New York Historical Society. So they put out a call for recollections of old New York, and this really high society lady named Adeline King, she wants to tell her story, but she wants to tell it anonymously. She has a lot of secrets and skeletons in her closet from back when she was younger. I think she was like in her 90s now. But so she wants Ivy to be the one to tell her story, but she tells Ivy, you know, you can't let anybody know who I am and even what my real name is, because she changed it. And so Ivy puts kind of like the beginning parts of it in a newspaper to kind of like get the people to read it and entice them to want to know more about it. So she puts it in the newspaper, and a little shortly after that, 2 guys come to Ivy and they say, hey, one of them says, hey, I am a distant relative of this woman. And then the other person says, I'm kind of connected to this woman too. Well, Ivy, as far as Ivy knows, this lady never had any children. So she's kind of thinking, how can this person be a descendant of her? And she's thinking, okay, they probably want some of her money because she's really rich. So they kind of like stalk her, and there's kind of like a little bit of danger involved with both of them because they have different stories and different reasons for why that they want to connect with this lady. So that's one part of the story. And then the other part of the story is that Ivy's cousin Gina is from Italy, and she is coming over to Ellis Island because she wants to immigrate to the United States. So there's a lot of stuff involved with like the paperwork and everything for her, and Ivy has to like pay a lot of money to try to get all of this paperwork done like in a timely manner. And so there's more danger involved with that too. So it's a really good story. So if you like a little bit of danger, like some mystery, the historical part of it being in the 1920s, and with some Christian themes, I think you're going to really like this. So this was, again, the 3rd book of the series, and so it kind of ends it and everything. I think Jocelyn Green, she ended it pretty well. She kind of like summed up everything from the characters in all 3 books, and so she kind of wrapped it up pretty nicely. So if you want to check it out, I got it on the Libby app, but you can always get it, of course, probably at your local bookstore or online. So we'll see you next time.